The Arctic is a vast, icy region at the top of our planet. It stretches across the northernmost parts of Canada, Russia, Greenland, and several other countries, forming a unique and fragile ecosystem. It might seem far away, but it plays a crucial role in keeping Earth's climate stable. The Arctic acts as a global thermostat, regulating temperatures and weather patterns across the world. One of the most important things about the Arctic is its ice. This ice is not just frozen water. It is a vital component of our planet's climate system. This ice acts like a giant mirror, reflecting sunlight back into space and helping to keep the Earth cool. Without it, our planet would absorb more heat, leading to higher global temperatures. However, this vital ice is facing a serious threat. It's melting at an alarming rate. The rapid melting of Arctic ice is one of the most visible signs of climate change. This melting is not a natural process. It's driven by human activities that are warming our planet. Industrial emissions, deforestation, and other human actions are accelerating the loss of Arctic ice. Over the past decade, the effects of this melting have become increasingly apparent, transforming the Arctic and impacting the entire world. The loss of ice is not just a regional issue. It has global consequences, affecting sea levels, weather patterns, and ecosystems far beyond the Arctic. The main culprit behind the melting Arctic ice is global warming. When we burn fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas, we release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat from the sun, causing the Earth's temperature to rise. This phenomenon is called the greenhouse effect. As temperatures rise, the Arctic is warming faster than any other region on Earth. This warming effect is causing both the sea ice that floats on the Arctic Ocean and the massive ice sheets on Greenland to melt at an unprecedented rate. Just a decade ago, the Arctic was a very different place. The landscape was dominated by vast expanses of thick multi-year ice that stretched as far as the eye could see. The sea ice was thicker and more extensive, covering a much larger area during the summer months. This ice acted as a crucial habitat for many Arctic species. Polar bears, which rely on sea ice for hunting seals, were more abundant. They thrived in this icy environment, raising their young and hunting with relative ease. Today, the situation is drastically different. The Arctic is warming at an alarming rate, causing the ice to melt faster than ever before. The summer sea ice has shrunk dramatically, reaching record lows in recent years. This reduction in ice has profound implications for the entire Arctic ecosystem. The ice that remains is thinner and more fragile. It breaks up more easily, making it less reliable for the animals that depend on it. Polar bears are struggling to find food and are increasingly forced to venture onto land, where they come into conflict with humans. This new reality poses significant challenges for their survival. Section 4. The domino effect, environmental consequences. The melting of Arctic ice has set off a chain reaction of environmental consequences. As the ice melts, it exposes dark ocean water, which absorbs more heat from the sun than reflective ice. This process further amplifies the warming in the Arctic, creating a dangerous feedback loop. The melting ice also contributes to rising sea levels, threatening coastal communities worldwide. As the ice sheets on Greenland melt, they add enormous amounts of fresh water to the ocean, causing sea levels to rise. Section 5. Our changing world, human impacts. In this section, we explore the profound effects human activities have on our planet, particularly focusing on the Arctic region and its global implications. The impacts of a melting Arctic are not confined to the polar region. As the ice melts, it contributes to rising sea levels, which can lead to coastal erosion and increased flooding in various parts of the world. The changes in the Arctic are interconnected with weather patterns around the globe, leading to more extreme weather events such as heat waves, droughts, floods, and storms. These events can disrupt agriculture, displace communities, and strain resources. The melting Arctic is also opening up new shipping routes and opportunities for oil and gas exploration. These new routes can reduce shipping times and costs, but they also pose significant risks to the environment. While this may seem economically beneficial, it comes at a great environmental cost. The increased industrial activity can lead to oil spills, habitat destruction, and further contribute to climate change. Increased human activity in the Arctic further threatens this fragile ecosystem. Scientific research stations and increased shipping traffic can disturb wildlife and disrupt the natural balance. The melting Arctic is a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our planet. Changes in one region can have far-reaching effects on weather, sea levels, and ecosystems around the world. What happens in the Arctic does not stay in the Arctic. It affects us all, highlighting the urgent need for global cooperation and sustainable practices to mitigate these impacts.